Hello, welcome to Top Plays Week 8, Season 6 with me, TCP, and that's all for Top Plays Week 8. Hopefully next week will be a bit better. But for real though, this week wasn't the most exciting week in terms of plays. There was some smaller plays, some a nice set, and some endgame scenarios that I'll be going over today. First off, we have Shadow versus Hutch, Rotom Heat versus Alolan Ninetales. In comes Zero Aura on the Overheat, and Hutch makes a pretty nice just momentum play in hard predicting the switch and going for the Volt switch, even though if he didn't switch, Zero Aura could have gotten a free workup potentially and gotten Volt Absorb back, and it could have been bad. But Hutch gets the play right, Shadow switches, and he gains the momentum of going into Latias. So pretty risky play, pretty flashy play, and that's why Hutch is in top plays this week. A very unexciting week. Moving on, we have TJ versus the All-Star loser, aka Vish. It's an endgame scenario. It's an Uxie coming in after the Suicune died, and this thing is screaming Scarf. So Vish decides to switch hard into his Silvally, and that Psyshock pretty much confirms that it's Scarf. Vish decides to go for a rest in case that the Uxie might want to stay in and go for, like, I don't know, a 3-hit KO. But Flamethrower kills, or he gets a Sleep Talk Flamethrower. He goes hard into Tangrowth on the Mega Gallade, and Mega Gallade decides the Sword Stance. And Vish, earlier in this match, he had set up the Thundurus and wasn't able to sweep because of Ribombee. But he kept it in the back just so that this Gallade won't be able to sweep him back. Unless it had Shadow Sneak, which TJ hasn't ran. There's like 5 games that TJ could have won if he ran Shadow Sneak. But he hasn't. So Vish preserves his Thundurus and his Beedrill endgame scenario. His Beedrill we saw him preserve when Uxie came in and screamed Scarf. His Thundurus we didn't see him preserve, but he did earlier in the game when he was +2 against Ribombee. And like I've said before, some people don't realize that the play of switching out after they set up, and can be nice in situations like this when you need to stop a Mega Gallade from sweeping you at +2 and it doesn't have Shadow Sneak. Moving on, we have Malone versus AZ, getting into some actual juicy stuff. So AZ does a predictable move. He protects on the HP Fire, going for some... There's a lot of criticism this week about HP Fire's Mega Slowbro, considering he gets Flamethrower. But Malone takes this opportunity to go hard Donphan, which is a really nice play in 2 situations. AZ is likely to do 2 things: double Leech Seed, predicting a switch, or protect, which he decided to protect. Either way, Donphan comes in and is able to Rapid Spin, unless the Leech Seed chip into Protect, into Double Protect, into Rocky Helmet, or into Iron Barb's damage kills the Donphan. But that's a different scenario. That didn't happen. No Double Protect from AZ. Anyways, so he gets this Donphan in, and there's nothing AZ can do from stopping Malone from getting rid of these rocks and 2 layers of spikes. And this is really good for him because you really don't want to have rocks and 2 layers of spikes. Fun tip. Anyways, he gets rid of these hazards. In comes Medicham, goes for the Double Edge attack that he's shown off earlier in this season. Does some damage to himself. In comes Thundurus, which outspeeds this Medicham by 1, and he does 54% to a Miltank. That thing is not Spadef bulky this week. So Miltank dies. AZ was playing really aggressive with it. He probably didn't see much use for the Miltank this battle. But he predicts the switch based on how, because he showed the Incinerate, he knew that AZ was likely to switch or do something weird like sack. Yeah, AZ probably would switch there because Malone still has 5 mods and Ferrothorn's really important for AZ if he wants a chance to potentially stall out this game and win. So Malone gets another good prediction, and he's able to take out this super Spadef bulky AV Incineroar with a Z move. So now he gets another free kill. He gets to kill this Ferrothorn now, who swapped earlier. Incinerate tech, really nice from Malone to get rid of, for one Mon to deal with both of AZ's main core. He goes into Magmortar, sacking it, which is pretty good because it doesn't really do anything for the rest of the game. T-Bolt gets a kill. He T-Bolts again, and the endgame scenario is pretty much wrapped up to Malone because he was able to Rapid Spin rocks and spikes away, and because he was able to make nice predictions like predicting when protects would happen, predicting when switches would happen. Pretty much Malone's endgame scenario this game, and last week too, is really on point, especially with that Thunderous. Whoever is giving him some coaching tips, probably Ian, is doing a really good job. Now that Malone is liking his team now, he's really getting into the groove, and it's really nice to see. Moving on, we have Ferret versus Brett, and something that Ferret's team has a lot of problems with is dealing with anything with any speed tier at all. So Mega Gardevoir is base 100. It outspeeds pretty much everything on Ferret's team except for Heliolisk, which is a Spadef, which is a special attacking monster. But Brett has some good foresight, seeing that Calm Mind substitute Mega Gardevoir pretty much deals with everything on Ferret's team, because most of his mons are Spadef, are special attackers. They're all mostly really slow, or they're mostly slow or special attackers. So, like some things that Ferret has shown in the past, like his Scarf Sylveon and the Heliolisk, really can't touch it, even though they outspeed Mega Gardevoir, and everything that's slower, like the Celesteela, really can't deal with the hits after this Gardevoir is set up. So really, this allows Gardevoir to just sweep through the rest of Ferret's team. There was a crit on Blastoise that could have mattered. I don't know what the consensus on that is, but if it did, then that sucks. But Mega Gardevoir, really nice set to clean up this game. And that's all. This is the real end to top plays week 8. Hopefully next week, I always say this at the end of videos, that hopefully next week has some nice plays. But things are about to either go to the next level in games or drop, because the end season scenario is about to happen. People are looking for those playoff spots, and some people are looking to meme now that once they're knocked out of playoff spots. It's going to be an interesting few weeks coming up in top plays, so hopefully look forward to that. And this is all for me, TCP. Goodbye.